Sorry about that, guys. Thanks for throwing that in the chat. We got the audio back working. Yeah, we were saying that, you know, I think the Wolves team. Oh,
no good.
Dirty hang. Man.
Oh.
Well, if that's going to happen, at least it happens on the first one.
They got to start down for sure.
Sorry, guys. Okay, Oksana Trappers, Dirty Mike's coming back at you.
Yeah, Dave Freed. I haven't seen Dave Freed out here. Thanks for the feedback. Yeah. Dave Freed's usually here helping the Trappers. I haven't seen him yet today.
Those guys, they play out of Battle Creek, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I remember someone saying, like, where is Oksana? Or however you pronounce that. Akawasin.
Yeah, I don't even know how.
It's I think that's like the name of like the camp or something.
Yep, yeah, it's the camp up there that like Straza has like that whole compound on. It's a nice field up there. I actually want to play Straza's woods ball fields. They kind of look insane.
Yeah. Some big hills up there, man.
Oh yeah, no, it's all uphill both ways.
Those are not fun paintball. I mean, they're fun paintball fields, but man, you go out there in July.
Oh yeah, you're cooking.
I made that mistake when I was really young. I went and played paintball at some ski resort.
Yeah.
They were using the ski resort as a paintball field. And then I was like I was young, like maybe 10, 11. So yeah, afterwards we were going back at the house and I'm like, man, I started feeling like real sick.
Yeah, it's just too hot.
Yeah, it was definitely
These
like
guys need to be
exhaustion.
hydrating out here. Yeah, I don't think they know that they're mirrored up.
We see that a lot, though. Definitely these warmer months, like, if it's not a referee, it's a player, and they're just like, you know, you just got to drink lots of water constantly throughout the day. All right, you got these guys.
Nice, dude.
Someone needed to grab that bull by the horns.
Good job. That hurts. We
Yeah.
love to see it.
Those are perfect. I mean, give the guy a high five and run off the field. Like, you guys both did your job. I think, I don't know, I guess you can scout the teams, but I was going to say you almost have to play that like you're going to have a mirror in it. As soon as you hear your team yelling, someone like Todd just go across, that needs to be like in your mind beforehand. Like what we were saying before, where when you have a 40-second point, you need to know, okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to slide in my bunker, get my gun up, and run. Like, if I don't see anybody, I'm going to run. Like, that needs to be in your mind, too, when you're practicing. Like, I'm going to go to that rocket. As soon as I hear someone yell, like, the rocket's hot or whatever your code is, you need to know you're going to that tower. You're going to shoot him out and try and live as long as you can.
Yeah, I like the, it's all within grenade distance, too. You could throw some pods against that bunker and really trick them. You know, it's big enough that you could hit it, run away, pod, and set the guy in a trap.
Are you crazy? You know paint costs money, Matthew?
I was telling...
These are local events.
Oh, yeah, I'm often dumping all my old paint. I am the guy who dumps my rack after every 2 points. If I didn't play 3, it's getting thrown in the trash. But I was telling Robbie where it's like, yeah, I'm not here to save money on paint. I'm here to win, so give me the paint out of the cooler. You're going to tell me over 6 pods we're going to bounce somebody? It's not going to happen, so...
Yeah, I love those teams, especially the lower level teams that don't really have their stuff together with that. They're like, I'm only going to buy 1 case this event, you know, like the budget teams.
It's so
like,
bad.
It's always the front players too. They're like, I'm only going to buy 1 case, and
that felt so good.
I'm going to let my back players shoot 3 cases, but I'm going to try and live it out with 1.
Yeah, I've always been the person we go to practice. I'm like, yeah, we're doing 3 cases today, right? Like, even times we've shown up and I'm like, what? Like, oh, this is our paint price. I'm like, what if I get 3? What if our whole team gets 30 cases from you, 35 cases from you? Like, what's our breakdown? And that's how we buy it, and we shoot 3 cases of practice. You have to do it.
That's what it needs to be, too. Yeah, you can't.
We've all done our 1 case practices.
Practice doesn't end because you finished your case. Like, that's D5 right there.
Yeah, I mean, trust me, I've paid full price before too. It's hard, but when you can get a deal, it's worth it. Buy 3, and I end up spending over $100. So,
dude, when I used to play 10-man, I was lucky because the team we played on, the owner of the team had a store, so he would show up with a pickup truck with like paint.
Yeah.
And that would be the thing. You just go in the truck and grab the case.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah, and we were playing 10-man, and we were going out there with like 12 pods.
Yeah.
So, definitely appreciated that. Even at the events, like we go to these events, you just, I'm with this team or whatever. And that was that.
Yeah, we shoot a lot of paint at practice, unfortunately, fortunately. That's the most part.
Okswana Trappers putting up a point.
Yeah, here you go against 30 Mike and the boys.
Akawasan Trappers, my bad. Sorry, guys.
I just call them Trappers. I can't do it.
What just happened? The scoreboard flipped? Okay, that was okay. The scoreboard flipped and then reset for the next game.
Weird. I don't know what Science is doing, but running around crazy.
Focus. All right, guys. Carbon Paintball coming at you at Tsxl 10 at checkout. Pick up some nice soft goods. I think they have the best soft goods in the game right now, at least for padding. They have some great arm pads, knee pads, under your pants pads, whatever those are called.
Yeah, just your sliders, man. All the carbon gear.
Underpants pads.
Yeah.
That's what we can call them. What are they? Oh, they're
20 seconds.
Cool term slider shorts.
Yeah, I need a new pair of those, and Carbon, they make the best stuff. And just make sure you use Tsxl 10 at checkout.
Yep.
10 seconds.
They're one of our supporters. So is Daizana Sports, which makes some great soft goods.
Game on.
Wearing some of their joggers at the moment. What just happened?
Come on, just don't mow each other. Just call it a mistake.
It's a no point. It's a no point. It's 0-0. Not a swing.
Wolves Blackout are saying, oh, because the last Wolves Blackout player, he got a red flag for dirty hang. So it's not a no point, though. That goes to the other team.
No, I know.
The point should go to, well,
it should be.
It should be New Jersey Vikings 1, Wolves Blackout 0. Because remember?
I mean, I don't know if they're going to call it a swing or not. If it was a red, maybe.
Well, yeah, I mean, I thought it was a dirty hang. Isn't that automatic point to the other team? This is why I like doing commentary with Matt, because I don't know any of the answers
If they
here.
have bodies to pull, no. Which I don't remember. If they have 5 guys alive, then.
Well, a red flag, I mean, throw it in the chat if we're wrong here. A red flag's what, like a 2-for-1?
Yeah,
So besides
you
the player,
you get 2
so
extra.
I run up, hit the buzzer, I'm dirty, so I'm dead, and then my team, it's going to cost my team 2.
Right.
So now my team has to have at least 4 players on the field for the point not to go to the other team.
Including the guy that hung at 30, yeah.
Yeah, so you have to have 4 alive. But so that we would assume that that's what happened, because my thought was as soon as you hit the buzzer and you were dirty, the point went to the other team, no matter how many players you had alive. That's how I thought, though. You know, this paintball game's complicated sometimes.
Game stopped.
It gets complicated out here.
I'm not 100% sure. I haven't seen a dirty hang in a long time. I feel like.
You must not be watching a lot of local paintball.
Yeah, apparently not.
You gotta stop watching the pro-level paintball and start focusing on this low-level paintball.
I don't know the rule.
Lower-level paintball.
Because I feel like there's always bodies to pull, and that's kind of why I don't like major penalties and minor penalties. I don't like how it's done, because that should be a major to where it's going to affect your whole game and have a clock to fight against the clock here, and not just bodies and be like, oh, it's over. Okay, let's reset. It's like a major. It's like only like a minor.
Anybody listening in know for sure how this works? Like, are they going to pull bodies? Are they going to award the point to the other team? Like, obviously, what just happened, if you guys are confused, both teams walked out to the box. One team switched sides, thinking, I guess they thought that they won. And actually, if you look,
they thought that they got the point, right? And then the other team thought it was a no point, so therefore they would start on the same side,
right,
according to both their logic.
That's how it's supposed to work, is right. If it's a no point, right, you walk out to the same box you just started at.
Yeah.
So both teams walked out to the same box. The clock went to 0. So in reality, the team that was at the correct box, well, I guess it's the league. Was it a no point or was it not a no point?
I mean, listen, they were way more professional than I would have been about it.
You would have
saw everyone's heads off.
People up. Man, That would be a sight to see.
Saw them all. And it's like as soon as it happens, you start running away and just duck, and then you just saw them all in half.
Such a friendly guy off the field, man.
Listen, I mean,
can only imagine.
It's
That's why you wear such thick jerseys and stuff, you know, like
I just wear
those
a
fist fight stuff.
t-shirt.
Yeah, I've seen like you wear those ski masks and stuff. Like it wasn't me. It wasn't me. I don't know who that Quinn Nabu guy was wearing the Quinn Nabu jersey out there.
I know.
Shooting people up at the start boxes.
That would be me.
Is that how you pronounce Quinn's name? Nabu?
It's like Nadu.
Oh.
30 seconds.
There we go.
The do.
Everybody's ready.
Nadu.
Shout out to Quinn and Iconic Paintball. Those guys do an awesome job keeping people informed of what's going on
20
in our
seconds.
small community, piece of the world.
Yeah, he does a good job. I was talking with him a lot just about what the pros and stuff like that and they're doing over at the event during Philly. It was really nice. A lot of guys seem to know him now, so it's even cooler.
Yes, if he's listening or watching the replay, hopefully he comes out eventually. So here we go. They did give the point to the Vikings, so I guess it was a dirty hang. They didn't have enough players.
Yeah.
And you know what's kind of crazy, too? So now the Vikings could argue and be like, hey, we were at the right box. Like, we should be up 2 right now. And I think a smart coach would have thrown that argument their way.
Yeah, I would have if I was a coach, but if I'm also head referee and stuff like that, no one sawed each other's heads off. If they played that point and sawed all their heads off, then it would be 2-0. Yeah. If they started shooting when it went go, and it's like, no, you shot all of them, you guys started.
Well, actually, you are right, because technically, the Vikings would have to go down and hit the buzzer.
Yeah.
That's what they should have done. Damn, I would have done that. Stood there and be like, oh, you messed up. You assumed there was no point. I'm going to run down and hit the buzzer just for the F of it.
Yeah, and then if they all shoot while they're hit and then they're out, that's even more majors, and they start down again. It's 3 to 4 to 0. That's why.
Now we're playing some paintball.
That's why I do it. It's not a matter of being malicious. It's a matter of putting another point on the board.
Yeah, man, you got to play smart like that.
Yeah, but you know what? I'll shout out to Tsxl and the head referees out here, just a little customer service, because like no one wants to play the game where you're like cheating against like the scoreboard. Like everyone's out here rubbing paint. But
you remember that time that guy stuck his barrel in my ear from 3 inches away? That was fun. I'm going to go play that event again.
Yep.
Sign me up.
So I'm not allowed to play it.
That's why? That's why. No, man, you just play too much paintball. You're too good.
That's probably, yeah.
Yeah, sad fact. You just got to suck more, man.
I can do that. I can start. You know, some of my points might be coming off eventually. I might be able to squeak in here one of these years.
There you go. You know what? That'd be, well, I guess it wouldn't work. I was going to say, it'd be cool if you could play lower events and your points drop.
That's what happens.
Like, hey, we took a last place at that Tsxl event. Now I'm ranked down. Does that happen?
No.
I know when you don't play paintball, your points drop, but if you play bad paintball,
nope, doesn't matter. You
dude, that'd be awesome. That's good. Let's market that. Hey, who's buying? Tell us in the chat who's signing up for that bad paintball.
I've been on plenty of those teams before. It happens.
I mean, to be honest, like at least you get something for losing. You take a last place.
I mean, I wish that's what they kind of did with like champs and challengers. I mean, really what they need to do is lock the semi-pro division, because every team in Division 2 next year is going to move up. There's going to be 33 teams playing semi-pro, and it's going to be horrible.
Well, it's good. It's a good thing for paintball, though, right?
It's good because
But
everyone's getting better, but there's a huge gap from like Tiki and then like PB Fit. Like you're playing a team that played pro last year. Like, can you keep up with them? And if you can't, like, not that you can't keep up, but like if you're getting mercied and like smoked and it's not even worth their time, then you're messing up the whole bracket in the division. So we've looked at teams being like, yeah, of course you didn't lose a point all bracket. Look at A team. Sorry, not digging on you, but I feel like they had like the easiest bracket of all time. Not that they didn't move on and we didn't move on, but I remember being like,
it's a tricky thing because you're almost getting into the economics of paintball. Like the entry fees are all the same, whether you play D3 or D2, like semi-pro. I think it's the same cost.
Yeah, that's why they got or they create a new division. They actually create the true semi-pro in Division 1 again.
I think we should just create our bad paintball, like, you know, point system and totally reimagine what this world could be, right?
Bad paintball.
You could make the semi-pro teams move down if you're not playing well. Like, you have to move down.
Yes.
Or maybe the better point would be allow them to move down, because a lot of teams are, if you do well, you're stuck playing that higher division. And if you can't win at the higher division, like I guess the theory behind it is like, well, it's going to make you better. And it's true. I think you play better teams, you're going to get better as a team. But there's some players and people that just don't want to get involved in that. Sorry, guys, we're off subject here. We're watching a little bit of penalty action. Looks like Blackout ran down, tried to get some Vikings, and Vikings didn't get a penalty.
I think Pat called it right, man. That's how I saw it.
That's Pat Tsxl. Just walked off as a head ref out here, doing an awesome job.
The guy got the first guy for sure. Then when he went to go shoot at the corner guy, the guy mowed him the whole way and then shot that guy. So yeah, that should be red. That's how I saw it. I mean, I'm looking at the camera here too, so I hope everyone else kind of saw it that way.
He's not throwing that red flag out there like all that often. This is the second time I've watched him throw that red, and both have been very legit. He's conveying his point very clearly too.
I've played against Pat coach as he was coaching, whatever it is, but like for over 10 years, it feels like, and anything he says, I respect that. That was how he saw it. So
Pat's anybody who's not familiar with him, he is the coach for the Brooklyn Bears / Seattle Thunder team.
Yep.
The professional. So, and he's been, like Matt said, he's been out playing paintball for years and coaching paintball. And I think he's definitely one of the higher level higher IQ.
When we played against him, he would literally be like, "What's Pat going to do? Like, they're going to draw up something different." And seriously, he's a grandmaster at chess in this game. Like, really, really good clipboarding and overall good guy.
Wolves are not happy about this call. They're out here voicing their discontent.
Until he says something.
I think
20 seconds.
some of these teams, not saying the Wolves don't have a legitimate argument. Everyone sees it from their own perspective. But yeah, sometimes you just need to focus on, hey, let's just win these points, not like let's argue about the ones we're losing. Just when you're on your game, you don't have to argue to win.
Game on.
Both teams taking the rocket off the break. Good moves. Dirty Mike and the boys. I'd love to hear the story behind that name.
I heard so what happened is they found a note in their car.
Are you being serious now?
Yeah, they found a note in their car.
All right, continue.
And their Prius was stolen, and these
homeless
guys used it as a sex shack. And they said, "Thanks for the sex shack from Dirty Mike and the boys." And it's from a movie. It's from a movie.
I was going to say, you have the most amazing imagination ever.
No, that's what I know it from. Unless it's from something else. You guys tell me. But Dirty Mike and the Boys is from
Prius,
that. It's from that Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg cop movie.
It was based in California, I bet.
Oh, I'm sure.
Only a Prius. Anyway, Oxwada making the move to the tower, stay alive.
Yeah, he got shot there.
Good job, man.
Good trade. I wonder if he could come dunk him and come back. I mean, I don't know.
We were watching the newbies do that a lot.
Yeah, they go back.
Don't waste your body. If you're not getting heat, just go get them off the field and you're still alive.
Easier said than done because you don't want to finesse it and then not get him. But I feel like you could, on this layout, you can sometimes get him and come back.
Looks like Akawasan has the, what are we calling that? Yesterday, you see the player moving up to the Dorito 3 and the other player moving up to the tower in the middle. What were we calling that, phone booth / Ali was calling it the juice box yesterday?
Yeah, I've heard, I just call it the snake side brick. I don't know.
Or God one. That's probably the most adult way to refer to it. Well, paintball adults, not real adults.
I love Capri Sun, baby.
That's what I was arguing with Ali about yesterday. I'm familiar with Capri Suns, and they weren't in square boxes.
Yeah, you're thinking of some high C ecto cooler looking
Yoo-hoo box.
Yeah,
strawberry Yoo-hoo box. Come on, Nestle, get out here. Give us a sponsorship for some Yoo-hoo.
Yeah, if you put Yoo-hoo all over that bunker, we'll call it Yoo-hoo.
Yeah, not the coolest. It definitely is no raw energy or. Or, transfuse would be kind of a nice bunker to have out here.
Actually, talk to that guy about that.
I think that would be amazing branding, to be honest. the brawl energy or brawl
Tower.
whatever bunker
Tower.
was pretty cool, and I like that. Like, have one bunker.
Usually a can. It's usually just printed on. I mean, back in the day, there was like a can that had like money symbols on it for a while. We called it money. They had like different logos on stuff in MPPL days, like balls and stuff like that. So I wonder, I mean, it's probably cost to like make these bunkers, but like if they just did one every once in a while as a sponsor bunker to fit into the league.
You could definitely talk to like Supair or whoever makes these. Supair makes these, right?
Yeah, get a custom one.
Yeah, and just be like, because you could buy like the start boxes and stuff, and they're not cheap. Like they're a good $600 or something.
No, yeah.
But you could be like, hey, I want a tower. I want this logo on it. I want it to be this color.
30
Like,
seconds.
how much? And they're gonna be like, oh, it's $1,000. But hey, you buy that, you sell it to a sponsor. I think that'd be really good, like promotion. You think?
20 seconds.
You guys are watching this on the screen. You tell us. I mean, you'd be sitting here watching that. You couldn't go overboard with it. Only like maybe one on each side or two on each side, something like that.
10 seconds.
But it could be could look nice.
Yeah, and the best part is that players are going to be saying it and looking at it the whole time.
It definitely makes like naming convention of a field like easy. It's like, oh, he's at the Yoo-hoo. We should stop using Yoo-hoo. It doesn't sound very manly to be calling the bunker Yoo-hoos.
I love a Yoo-hoo though. It's so good.
It is good stuff. I don't know.
Chocolate
maybe not
drink.
out here on a 90-degree hot
maybe not
weather
right
day.
now.
You know, maybe we could
This guy wiped out hard.
We could talk to White Claw. Get a White Claw bunker would be nice. Hey, this field too would be easy to turn into White Claw bunkers. Rip those JTs off. Boom. All right, Vikings up 2. Wolves not happy about the situation they put themselves in by getting that dirty hang on the first one.
No, and Vikings need this win. You know, they can't die out of the home like that, though. You guys have to be quarterbacking and really, like, setting up the fills either way. Vikings are up by 2.
Very nice. Is that Russ Martinez? That's on the Wolves, too.
Yeah, Wolves, and then now they're up to this other Dorito spot.
Russ.
Vikings are just getting chewed right now.
Oh,
The same spot. It's the same guy. He just killed 3 people out of the home.
There's a Wolves player in the Vikings snake. Did you see that?
Yeah.
He's in their snake, too. He was doing some work right there on your screen. Did you happen to see James's move over the snake yesterday? That's John Tsxl. Good move, Johnny.
Please.
Who's this on your screen? Oh, that's not John. I think he's wearing a John Tsxl jersey.
Yeah, that's the issue. I've been getting it all confused.
Jeez. Definitely not John, though.
First line up, let's go.
Anyway, good job, Wolves, putting up a point. That's what you need to do. You did not want to go down 3.
No. Now there's not too much time left here, but still enough to come back, obviously.
1 minute.
And Trappers and Dirty Mike are basically in the same spot right now, too.
That's why I love you, Jay. That's why I love you. Run again.
You guys are watching the last match of the day.
Same line.
12:30. Oh, sorry, not last match of the day. Last prelim match of the day. After this, I think in about probably 30 minutes or so, we will be going into the quarterfinals where 8 teams move on.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll watch 2 sets.
20 seconds.
I think, right? 2 sets where winner of each set will move on to first and second. Losers go out and play third and fourth. And is there another set, or is it just 2?
It's
that might be
the third and fourth will play as 1 and 2 play.
Game on.
So, are we thinking 3 matches or 4 matches for the quarters?
Should be 3.
Quarters, semis.
One to figure out who goes in, another one to figure out who goes to first and second.
Oh yeah, because 8 move on, so they'll all play in those second
and then
2.
Should be 3 more. And it always takes longer in between it to figure out who's playing who and what pit. So another couple hours here. Trappers, I like the move to get into the middle to draw the guy, and now they take the wind out of their sail And you can see these two guys. Are they crossed up? Yeah, they are. Good. I like the cross here from Trappers, from the can and the brick. Just stopping the attack on both sides, bleeding some clock here. They have to kill some more clock and generate a kill because boys are like at least doing well, but they're getting kills. They're dropping out, and they're in the back line. So if Trappers go up 3-0 here and do it slow, it's going to be great.
Dirty Mike losing their Yoo-Hoo player.
Yeah.
The God 1 player on the Snake side.
Yeah, and I don't know, Dirty Mike. Have they been doing? Have you seen any of their other games, Bob?
No, I have not been paying
doing.
attention. Been watching a lot of paintball, not watching a lot of names, unfortunately.
I know the feeling. I was talking to Vikings earlier, and I believe they're 1-1. So if they get this, they're going to be looking good.
Let's see what we got on the schedule. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it for Dirty Mike and the boys here. Trappers.
I got on the note here, it's just a throw together team. So.
Who, Dirty Mike?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is a Mike on the team.
All right, maybe he's the dirty guy.
You know, apparently you don't want to sit next to him on the subway. So.
Yeah.
Sorry, Mike Miller. Ernest Rivera is on the team. He's a local out here at LLP.
Trappers, Dirty Mike and the boys are yelling towel. I'm not seeing it stop. There it is. Nice. Good job by Trappers there by also like not running down the field and throwing their bodies away and being silly. They knew the clock. They knew the score. They like just solid paintball there.
1 minute.
What was it? Andrew Lavin was on your screen a minute ago.
Lavin?
Lavian. Andrew Lavian. Doing good. He was playing he's in the wall. Our close side. So
yeah, and just trade it out if we needed to do, or the guy that was in there later.
just now.
Oh, just now.
30 seconds.
There you go.
There's the schedule. We're in this last set here.
Wolves could turn it on for this point. They have that aggressive play. They should be able to tie this up. They have plenty of time. I don't think you need to you don't even need to be super conservative, like where you don't want to.
10 seconds.
If it was 2 minutes, you know, maybe it's like, hey, let's not blow this. We can win in 2 minutes. But you can go out there and just put up a quick point and still have like 2 minutes, 30 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah.
That guy looked like he took one. That looks like a hit on his back, right? It's a logo. I think it's actually a carbon paintball logo. Tsxl 10
It
checkout.
definitely looks like a hit.
Dude, it's a bad placement. I remember a couple of years ago, the Leverage guys put some like golden trophies on the bottoms of their jerseys, and the refs were pulling them out on those like left and right. Guys, don't use gold on your jersey. Not when these leagues use yellow paint. Vikings moving out the field well. Wolves do not look like they're dominating here.
Oh, there it is. Referee signaling you out, dude. Get out.
I love these teams, these players. Who are like, no, I got him. Like,
it would not fly.
I watched one of the Tropic Thunder guys like screaming like, "Ref, you're wrong!" Like, hey, buddy, you're just gonna keep getting penalties. Close your mouth.
I'd throw the minor right away.
I love that when they started doing those, and like literally any words out of your mouth. I'm talking about Tsxl, right? It was like, okay, another one. Okay, another one. Pull another one. Okay, he's continuing to talk. All right, now you're going to be down 3. Keep talking. Teams matched up here. All right, D3, and that's, I think that might be Tom Dente in the can, which is doing an awesome job protecting his forward player. That's how you got to do it. I think we don't see enough of that out here. And
This guy's got to go.
That's Dylan Jolly.
Get another one. Good.
This is what I'm talking about. Like, hey, just keep your mouth quiet. Yeah. That guy played on. That was obvious. Ooh, he just got tattooed up the back.
Yeah, I would too.
Stop crying. Luckily for us, he was standing right next to us, so we all got tattooed. Thank you. A little bit of jawing back and forth.
Stop crying. I'm not going to change it. I mean, I don't know what they're arguing. What are they crying about?
As you can see on
Oh,
your
he got
screen
lit
there.
up. All right, yeah. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, he was off the sideline. He did not have his gun up, and they just put 10 shots in his back. So I can see why they're upset. But hey, leave it to the refs. That's what they're making money out here to make those decisions.
yeah, just get his number, man. Just do it to him next time, bro. What do you want the ref? You want the referee to throw a penalty for overshooting you? Dude, it's not gonna happen. He shot me when I was walking off. Like, okay, that's not gonna fly. Just go play paintball and mow them, saw their heads off. It's what you do anytime, anyways. Paintball.
Yep.
I don't know why everyone's acting like they're friends out here to begin with.
But we don't want to get merciful either. That's going to hurt us, right?
Grown by Tropic TSXL 10. TSXL 10. TSXL 10.
Very nice. Okay. So they put Wolves Blackout got that point, right? They were 0 before, right?
No, it was 2-1.
Yeah, did the scoreboard not update?
I don't think so.
Oh, the refs are still. Yeah.
I don't know why. They're just trying to make it seem like they're dealing with it so everyone stops crying, but
I mean, I don't know what the conversation is.
I'll just use my shirt. It's a little pain.
I don't know what the conversation is like. It's
We feel sad
make
because we got a shot.
the call on the field. Like, yeah, you're not going to call overshooting after the fact. Like,
They didn't do anything wrong. You're gonna get shot a lot in paintball.
yeah, you're playing at a competitive level here. You're not playing rec ball. You know.
Like if he comes through and dunks on your head and you're curled up in a ball, that's malicious and that's bad.
Even yeah, I mean.
The only time I see it as uncool where you're shooting paintballs at a close enough distance where you're actually causing like damage to someone. So like in any case, if you're overshooting someone and they're curled up, clearly submitting, and you're just dunking on their head, that's not cool because you can actually get hurt that way. So I would say that's messed up. Anything else, that's just painful.
And people get thrown out of tournaments for that. They get banned from tournaments for certain, when things.
You can't shoot a referee and you can't really hurt someone like that, and that's not hurting
go
someone.
Past the competitive, like you overshoot someone on the field. Okay, this is a fast-paced sport. When you maliciously shoot someone and you continue to do it, multiple offenses, like you're gonna get banned. This one, I wouldn't.
It's really the only place you can get hurt in paintball from getting shot in the head. It's really it. So everything else is just body bruises, But, anything to the head I consider pretty uncool. If you're just dunking on them, they're like curled up in a ball. You can't be doing that.
No, that gets you thrown out of tournaments.
But the other thing I've seen people complain where it's like, oh, what the heck? Where it's like, no, he just came through and put one on you. He didn't know if he was out or not. He didn't shoot him maliciously. Everyone's going to get shot with one paintball. It's all good. But when you dunk on someone bad like that's all. But I don't think that was bad. I think that's just paintball. Yeah, he gave it to him in his back. He didn't like the call.
If I was the ref there, I would have called the guy, the Rocket player, for overshooting. To me, this player was walking off the field. He was out of bounds. He was not. I think it was a little bit of we're going to get you, attitude. And I think, especially putting 10, like the amount of paintball in the guy's center of his back,
Well, I think these lower divisional players need to learn how to do it. You put 3 in his back when he turns around to look for you.
1 minute.
You let him turn back around, then you put 3 more in his back. Then you let him turn back around. He doesn't see who it was. You put 3 more in his back. That's just rookie stuff. You don't sit there and mow him so the referee sees it and hears it. You got to snipe him with 3 in the head and then wait for it, and then snipe him with 3 more, and then snipe. If I'm owning the snake wire and I see people going into the pits, I just come off the wire oh, sorry, and I come right back in. That's what you do. That's when you're coming off the pit. You get mowed because they're just letting go of the wire.
It's funny too.
But the referees don't catch that. If you're sitting there maliciously shooting someone and you're giving it away, yeah, you should probably get a penalty because you don't even know how to cheat.
Yeah, I mean, I only say that because this player got tattooed up right in front of us, and immediately we turned away because we were getting paint in our face, and I looked back, and the player at the Rocket is just stopped shooting. So yeah, I mean, that to me is a little bit too much.
Yeah, just put 3 on it. And just be like, I thought he was alive. I don't know, my bad.
You know what's funny? So I used to referee GPLs, and the worst was when you were playing a team, you were beating them.
Yeah.
And then they start getting pissed and arguments. And as soon as you get shot out, that's when everyone on the other team's like, oh, now I'm going to rip this kid. Like, or someone like mouths off or something.
I mean,
You know,
I
like,
love it. At a high level of paintball, if you're overshooting me, that just means you're not doing your job. And
Yeah.
that means my guy's going to go under your paint and be in your face and saw your head off in 3 seconds. Now, maybe I'm 4 divisions above this, but still, like, you got to...
You've officially taken that player's head out of the game.
Yeah, like, I'm in your head, bro. Like, this doesn't hurt anymore. Like... I went down the beach the other weekend, and I took my shirt off, and everyone's like, you get grabbed by an octopus? Like, what happened? And I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty scarred up. My modeling days are done.
I'm really into that cupping stuff.
Yeah. Can you see the one here on my neck? Is that scarred up? I don't even know.
Is that what you tell your girlfriend?
Yeah, that's the only way I can get out of it. Yeah, I got paintball this weekend. It's a guy by Andy with a huge beard. Came over and sucked on my neck for a while.
Whoa. TMI. TMI. Okay, let's get back onto the field. We're getting a little too impersonal over here.
Well, Trappers are up by 3. Dirty Mike and the boys.
About to get shut out?
Yeah. I don't think they have it. Trappers are kind of in a really good lockout spot. I mean, I think Dirty Mike and the boys can put up another point here. They got plenty of time to put up one more point.
Yep.
But I think to win this game, I think they're out of time.
They got the can on the Dorito side.
Yep. Yeah, and now he's in his biggest bunker, and he's just got to sit there and get some tattoos.
Hey, let us know in the chat, too. Sorry, what were we going to say?
No, this Dirty Mike and the boys player in the back center needs to attack, dude.
That wall bunker?
Yeah, he's sitting there back there just hanging out. There's a minute 30 left or you are done. So
he's comfortable, man. This is a nice bunker. I'm not getting shot up all crazy.
Yeah,
I saw what happened that last point against the Wolves. You go up by that rocket, it's danger. I'm going to sit back here and let my front players. Hey, I am a back player for a reason. I do not do that stuff.
I love going and causing the chaos.
Yeah.
Bloody knuckles, scars on my hands. Yeah.
You know what's so crazy, too, when that adrenaline's going? I'll be honest, those paintballs don't hurt. Like, to me, it's just, like, not satisfying, but it's like, hey, this is what I came out to play, you know?
The only time it really hurts is the head. That's it.
Yeah, I would say the neck. The neck is, that's the one spot when you're walking off. But I'm saying, like, you go and trade out with someone and they tattoo you, whatever. I'm like, those didn't even hurt. I didn't even feel those. I just felt like something hit my body.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. I felt like we were like Jedi mind tricking these guys. Like, I felt like they both, you wanted to see them move on your screen before they even realized they wanted to move.
They still don't want to go.
That's what I'm saying. Go to the Dorito, like, wrap.
Just cheat. Wipe it. Wipe it. Get rid of it.
Well, we're not promoting cheating out here.
Well, I mean, it's a major. And
just keep running.
If you get shot and you're going to lose, you have, like, that's the whole reason why the penalty system's a little funky. Oh, there's one more guy in the tower. I didn't realize that.
That was Ernest. Sorry, Ernest. Good try.
Yeah, you know, I've known him for a lot of years, too. He's actually been killing it.
He's a good player, and he's an aggressive player.
He's good?
Yeah, that's why he's the type of player. He's going to die on his sword out here, and, like, you know, he's not going to sit in the bunker.
No points.
And he very well might have been that wall bunker, wall player we were talking about earlier, but we couldn't see from back here. He was probably more of the corner Dorito or wedge.
All right, who you got here, Bob?
I think I've got a very large shouting match at the end of this point. Comment in the chat if you agree. In about a minute 48 seconds.
We're going to need a field timeout.
It's either going to be in a minute 48 seconds, we're going to get a lot of yelling, or in about 30 seconds, the Wolves are going to put up a quick point, and there's still going to be a lot of yelling.
30 seconds.
I think the Wolves have momentum. I think the Vikings were up early and looked good, but I think Wolves figured out something how to beat Vikings' plan. They haven't adjusted yet, so if I'm Vikings right now, I'm calling a timeout, but maybe they just want to play.
Yeah, I mean, as we were talking about earlier, like, Wolves, they took first to the last event, so these guys, they've been in these pressure situations before. They have a lot of time on the clock, so that's in their favor, you know?
Are they only starting with 2?
There's 2 at the box. Yes, this is accurate.
Oh, wait, I did not know that.
Glad you caught that. I did not get that. I guess, you know,
I was about to say,
you.
I'm gonna peek at the pit for Vikings, and I might be able to tell who's on the field easier. Who's coming behind me?
Matt, as you know, you have to accept your life decisions. This team chose to mouth off and overshoot players, and now the referees are deciding to have another powwow at the middle of the field.
Yep.
As they did not have a long enough powwow earlier.
Brian, I love you, but set the standard higher early.
Yeah, I mean, like I was saying, these Wolves opened their mouths, shot some players up. They didn't need to. What we were talking about earlier, they took their heads out of the game, and this is what ended up costing them, and it might cost them this event, you know?
Bold move here, though. New Jersey Vikings' best player is not on the field. Emily, sorry, I was talking to her earlier.
I was like, who's your best player?
No, honestly, I think, well, this is biased, but I know Stacks from way back in the day, so he's been playing a long time, and he's really been putting the team on his back for a lot of plays I've seen. He's a defensive, but really good counterpunch, 7-man player, so he's got some good IQ.
You're referring to John McClernand?
Yeah.
McClernand, yeah, got it. And Emily Cutts.
Yeah.
Very nice. The rest of their rosters are Robert Converse. There's 2 of them on the roster. I don't know if they're father and son, probably. One is 43 years old, one's 17 years old. Emily Cutts. We got Cristiano Gallo, Frank Solera, Alex Frey, Brandon
Consenti?
Yeah, Brandon Consenti, Cody Cochran. Let's go with that one.
10 seconds.
Austin. Should have practiced this beforehand.
Yerp.
These are not easy. Yeah, it's Austin Earp, John McClernand, we said earlier, and Eric Lindstrom. Good luck, guys. Here we go. Sorry to all the viewers who had to suffer through that. What in the world?
Towel. Good towel. That's smart. Don't look at you like you're going to win a 2-on-5. No. Come back out here and say that you're going to, because Vikings knew to win that slow. If you didn't get a kill off the break, that's the play. That's the right call. Don't look upset. That's 100% the right play.
Just get off the field.
Because it's a minute 43, and Vikings are like, kill 3. Right? Hang out.
They're like, yeah, it's just ego. It comes down to ego.
You didn't.
It's like, how did you not trust me to win this 5-on-2?
But experienced players should know you put your guns up and you get a kill. If you get a kill, I give you 5 more seconds. And if they look like they are all over you, I'm still going to buzz it. Because then it's still a 4-on-2. Now it's 5. Because now you have more time.
You have plenty of time.
No, because you have to go out there and play it. See if you get a kill off the break. If you didn't, no kills, buzz it. And now it's 1:43. Almost 2 minutes left for 1 point. This is still a ball game. Let's go. Maybe they're resting their best player. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm just giving them crap now. Let's go, Stack.
Let's see if these Wolves can keep their composure, get their head back in this.
Yeah. Headband tied to his pack there. It's very agony. This guy's got a 16-inch purple barrel.
That's Mike Arlotta. He's going to get pulled for taking his goggles off on the field.
30 seconds.
We got
huge barrel.
New Jersey Vikings is a quick shot team. They took 2nd place at the MAO NXL MEC event.
Yeah, they were.
20 seconds.
They killed it then. They smacked everybody who wanted to play that one.
Wolves Blackout won TSXL event #1. They didn't play TSXL the last event.
10
they won
seconds.
the first event.
Oh.
Okay.
Getting it confused.
So maybe they're a little bit out of sync.
All right, let's see what happens here. Yeah, I've seen Vikings at practice a lot of quick shots, so they're dialed in. Double knee side out to the corner. I love it. Had to put the brakes on double hard.
They put 2 at that rocket? Yeah, there's 2. That's good. That was a smart move. Okay. Control the side. We don't need 2 guns shooting to the right. Just stay left. There you go. It's a little bit of antsy. You get a little too antsy. Try and win everything by yourself. Do your job. Control that snake lane.
This game's going to tie.
Well, yeah. I mean, that was the move. He wasn't doing anything. Like, you're not just going to sit there. You're down a point. You still need to put a point on the board. And then, because a tie is basically a loss.
Yep.
Right? I mean,
There's
now.
one.
Yeah, and you can't towel it. Like, there's no point.
This guy's got to just put in this can and go. They don't know he's that deep. There it is.
Wolves have a wall player on there on the near side here.
Oh, did you kill him? All right, there it is.
There you go. Okay. There's the juice box still alive. Okay. Go hit the buzzer. Okay, he's done. Player, get off the field. You got two still shooting their gun.
Change his color.
Okay, the corner on the snake side was the last player. Refs pull a penalty, but the Wolves still have 2 players on the field.
They got plenty.
Base.
Damn, that almost seemed like they had 6 players.
Yeah.
They had a lot of players get shot and ran off. You know why? Because I think Wolves didn't lose anybody.
Good point.
Point approved.
Until they started pushing past. That's when they lost them.
So I was wrong. There's 22 seconds left. They did score the point, but they're not ready.
Players love to come in here and yell at us like we're running the show.
I just kind of like tell them to go away. Just like screaming. I'm like, dude, I'm just here, man. I don't know. All right. Tied up. Who do you have? Comment in. Vikings or Blackout, or Wolves Blackout. 22 seconds left. Do you think it's going to go to a tie? Do you think it's going to? Do you think someone's going to win here, Bob? What's your pick?
I'm basing my decision, well, obviously off of the points we've watched so far, but mostly off of the point we just watched, where your mentality needs to be like, I need to win this point and I need to win one more point, and I don't feel like they have that mentality right now.
I think
20 seconds left, no.
I don't know where everyone lives, but Vikings, I would say, would do a defensive play here, but they need to win this match to move on. So I don't think they can tie. I don't think Vikings can tie. So I think you're going to see both teams actually aggressively go at them, because a tie is just going to put you into this like win in 2 ties and, oh, I don't know, let's let paintball gods handle it. I think you're going to be able to see these 2 teams actually think that they both need to win and just run at each other and see what happens in the middle.
Yeah.
I think you're going to be surprised if both teams are going to be aggressive.
30 seconds.
I called it not too long ago, too. I said at minute 48, we're going to hear a lot of yelling, and I feel like we're in that situation right now.
Yeah. I mean, we're going to come under, so we're under 60 seconds, so it could be a swing point. I think, what's your money on a swing point, Bob? A red under in these 22 seconds.
I'd say it's actually a pretty high probability. Like,
yeah,
if you're saying the Vikings need to win, and I know Blackout plays a little bit of reckless abandonment type game.
I don't know where Wolves Blackout are in the standings, but I know that Vikings have a tie in here. So I'm curious to see if they're going to try and like just say, hey, we're going to let paintball gods handle it, or we're going to shove it, get a kill off the break, and send it up the middle. That's what I would do, because I think I don't leave it to ties to determine it. I've been screwed too many times by the tie rule, where it's like, oh yeah, you should have scored 1 more point, and it's like, oh, we're going home. So it's like basically my entire year, 2019. Short 1 point and making it into Sunday.
30 seconds.
30 seconds. All right, here's some Blackout and some Vikings from Jimmy and Gerard in the chat.
20 seconds.
Share it up. This is going to be a good one right here. 20 seconds till we go. And
I'm going to start zoom in, then kind of zoom out. All right,
10 seconds.
with the tie, neither move on. Thank you, Dominic. Okay, so I think they both have to get this win here. So expect the bodies to come through so that they're close enough to hang it. Oh, there's Emily. He cuts.
Okay.
Emily, go. Emily, go.
15 seconds.
Emily, run through.
Don't get on your knees. Stay on your feet. Just go. She's getting shut down. Someone's shooting at her. That's tied. Well, I was wrong. We're not going to see a lot of yelling. We didn't see any red flags.
No, I feel like Vikings had the ball there for a moment, and I when you're up that close, I was like, the other team can't run the field length in that time. So that's why I was saying, Emily, go. I think you can get it here. But I'm a big fan of not sitting there and dying. So she did it actually perfect. I'm being overcritical. I think that was a great match. That was probably one of the more entertaining matches we've seen all day, going punch for punch and up two, then tying it up and back up to tying it. And
a little bit of craziness. We saw some
yeah,
red flags.
A lot of chirping, but you know what? It's really great to see that those two teams basically ended in a tie. It's even better. I love it.
Guys, go to field.
Be interesting to see who moves on.
I don't think either of them do.
That's unfortunate. I mean, this is
According to my friends in the chat here.
this is the last prelim game, so we're
Yeah.
gonna be taking a little
Yeah.
break here and then moving into the quarterfinals. We're gonna watch 2 matches, probably in a little bit of a 30-minute time frame or so. But
Yeah, we're gonna be right back as soon as we figure out who's playing who.
yes, stick with us, guys. We hope you're enjoying the show, and thank you for tuning in.
Thank you.